Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everybody. Let's look at this article from the Washington Examiner. Measure threatens to dissolve Illinois' rural townships, sparking opposition. All right, let's go. This is really fascinating because I've wondered, why does Illinois have so many school districts? I mean, it's a lot. They have a lot. I looked at how many my state has of Georgia, and I want to say Illinois still has far more than we do. Let me double check real quick. I just thought that was fascinating. Like, why do y'all have so many school districts? That's crazy. So with a population, Georgia has a population of 11 million. Illinois has a population of 12 million. Let me just show you this real quick. Illinois has a population of 12 million. And Georgia's size, that's not really that important. But my school districts, they have 852 school districts. And Georgia has 219 as of 2023. Let's bring this back in. Let's get done with this article. Let's go. All right. Opponents of the Senate Bill 2217 will be detrimental to rural Illinoisans by dissolving townships that have population sizes less than 5,000. That's a lot. I mean, that's not a lot of people. Please forgive me. That's not a lot of people. Illinois State Senator Susie Glaucott Hilton, a Democrat from Western Springs, has introduced a Senate Bill 2217 to dissolve townships that have populations sizes less than 5,000. Jan Weber, Phoenix Township clerk in Henry County, said she knows there's probably some duplication of services among some of the various state agencies, which I think people would want to get rid of because there is so much duplication. There's a lot of it. Look what they talk about here. We probably have most of the state agencies, boards, and commissioners of any other state in the country, said Weber. According to an Illinois audit general report, it was found that over 100 state boards in Illinois were inactive. They weren't even active. So what's the purpose of them? Let's continue. Our county doesn't have this situation, but we have neighboring counties where there may be 6 or 7 elementary districts. Each one of those elementary districts is their own unit of government. And then you have a high school district. In our county, all of our schools are what we call unit schools. So they maintain a high school, a middle school, and an elementary school, said Weber. I still think that's not enough. That's why I got so many school districts. Illinois has more than 550 school districts with nearly 10,000 units of local government. Illinois has more taxing bodies than any other state. Weber said residents rely on township governments to take care of roads, and dissolving would mean adding a lot more employees to larger government entities. I wonder what that really be, though. Let's continue. I know that the county highway department in our county, in most counties, those county employees are paid better than what we pay in the townships. They probably have health insurance. They have retirement benefits and things that the township in many cases do not offer. So it would be a huge budget drain financially out on the county, said Weber. Wait, how are y'all getting away with not paying benefits? How's that possible? While townships were originally created to provide local government services to rural and unincorporated areas, Weber said about half of their residents are rural and other half live in subdivisions. They depend on the township's government to take care of the roads. That's fixing potholes, that's removing trees that fall into the roadway, plowing snow so that they can leave their homes on a daily basis and go to work and get their kids from school, said Weber. So having good roads and access to those roads virtually 365 days a year, 24 hours a day is vital just for people's livelihood. State Senator Chapin Rose, a Republican from Vermont, called the bill a war on downstate Illinois. Rose also explained Consolidation would lead to property tax increases. For a county to simply be tossed with no equipment, no manpower, that's a debt. Here's the debt. Take the debt. How are they supposed to handle this without raising property taxes? It is simply going to be property tax increase on citizens of these counties, Rose said during a recent news conference. Why are you not consolidating? So my thought is, if you have two neighboring townships, they both have less than 5,000 people, just turn them into a mega township. You would just have the same services. You could hire the same people to do the same jobs that they've been doing, but they'd be a part of, this new mega township or this whatever like that, instead of having, especially when you get to the school board, that's got to be just a waste. State Senator Chris Balkema, a Republican from Shannon, has a similar bill, Senate Bill 1347, but it wouldn't mandate units of government to be consolidated. Rather, it removes the red tape. So, for example, fire districts A and B can decide to consolidate on their own. I like that. I think that sounds better. This is such an interesting problem. Rose supports Balkem's bill. Let's jump into the Hellcat and get down here to these comments. There's a lot more comments than before. I like local government ideas. We know what our own areas need. Okay, I can dig that. I think this is an interesting question. Why is a Democrat woman from DuPage County, why don't you just make them all county, introducing a bill that would mostly affect rural counties in central and southern Illinois? The people in central and southern Illinois voted with a 70% majority to withdraw from Illinois and join Indiana. Wow, I forgot about that. The Chicago area Democrats, including Mayor Johnson, want the state to bail out the Chicago public schools. The CTA wants the state to bail them out too. There is no reason for any town, village, counties south of I-80 or 180 to have to give Chicago one dime. Chicago Democrats have ruined Illinois. Susie Glautic needs to withdraw her bill. She has no skin in the game. Same goes for Tara Costa Howard, who needs to shut up about homeschoolers and private schools. Wow. Because she sees the waste of all the duplicate positions. I mean, I think the duplicate positions is definitely something, but I forgot about them wanting to succeed and move into Indiana. I thought that was wild. All right. Now, vote him out of office. Let's go with this. This is the last one. Pittsburgh is screwing up the whole state. The sad thing is he has no experience to do half of what he does. You never heard him being successful before he was elected. He was elected because of his money. He needs to be careful. He needs to carefully look at what that would do both negatively and positively. Lastly, do something you would ever think of. Ask them what they want, a new idea. Thanks, Dolly. All right. I appreciate that. But what y'all think about this? This is I've said this. I thought that there were just too many duplicate positions, especially when you look at Illinois school districts. Their school districts are wild. So do they need to have all that? How do they consolidate it? Tell me what you think down in the comments below. I really appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Thank you, everybody who's now hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. You're working hard to help us hit our goal of 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. Thank you so much. Let's get to it. Until next time, everybody, grace and peace.